He fucking blew his leg off, his fingers and everything, and he was all fucked up. And
Smoking on my drive.
he
Back.
pretty much he said that once you get a limb blown off, that something they don't tell you is that all the veterans when they're in the hospital, when they leave, they're addicts, because all they do is
Pill addicts.
shoot you up with morphine.
That's their cure-all.
Yeah. What? What, bitch?
We're back. You want me to start over?
Welcome back. So what had happened was we got a camera and I tried to upload it on my computer and it wasn't allowing me to download the file to save it or to share it on YouTube or I forgot the microphone's right here. Yeah. Was that too loud, man? It's on like one. And so I'm gonna get with my camera guy and see if he knows a way that I could save the files and then share them on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, MySpace.
Yeah, but we did a podcast a couple weeks ago, but like you said,
2 weeks ago, yeah.
we just didn't. We couldn't get the footage uploaded, but I think we should do like a little recap because the last one was that we put the video up with Phil.
So like a month ago now.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a little bit after our birthday. Oh yeah, because it's the 12th now.
Oh yeah, because we went on the 10th.
If you want to talk about a little, just a recap about.
So
Philly.
we left 3. I got up at 3 in the morning. I had to be here by 4. We left here about 4:15. Went to Pismo. On the way over there, we stopped a couple places. Went to the gas station, Eagle Feather 2. Check it out.
Shout out EMC.
Yeah. We drive fast. Starbucks. They had that little joke on the thing. That was pretty funny. They put a morning joke, and then you read it. You ask the barista, you whatever's written on the paper, you ask them, and then they tell you the punchline. It was pretty funny.
It was cool.
But in our case, the barista wasn't aware of the joke.
She wasn't hip to it.
Yeah, I don't think she had her coffee yet. And that's another. Do Starbucks people get free coffee?
I bet they probably get like a discount or something.
Because I went to, it was like 9. Side note, vote no on Prop 27. And I went to Starbucks on Main Street the other day, real quick, and she was a lady. She had blue hair. And she's like, "Morning, everyone." Chill the fuck out.
What time was it?
It was like 9.
She probably already, she had her morning
She
coffee.
was wiry though. She was like getting all the orders. She was everywhere.
Half off for every shot or something.
Yeah, she was fucked up.
But there was to go off on that. I found this other when I was talking to one of my buddies I graduated with. She knows like all the cool stuff from Dutch Bros, like the stuff that with a lot of caffeine, all the shots, but it's still pretty good. And so there's a couple drinks that we've been trying out too at Dutch Bros. So there's
Dutch.
That. Yeah,
cool people call it Dutch.
Do they? They have like a secret menu.
Or what?
It's pretty good though. I mean, I was just always Starbucks, and then once we started getting the ones from over there, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a few. I think the biggest thing about it is like 6 or 7 shots, so it's pretty strong.
Yeah, and then after we left Starbucks, we got to the beach, or Pismo Beach, and we had some breakfast and walked the pier, did a few videos. I'm going to try to get those videos up because we did a lot of videos and just like
the scenery, the stupid shit we were doing, and it was pretty cool. And
eating, ASMRs. But for a lot of people, they don't know we posted a few pictures with our buddy Phil, and people are probably wondering who the hell that is.
Yeah.
And so when we got to the golf course, our game plan was just me and my brother play 18 holes together. But unbeknownst to us, we got tag along. We got attached. He was attached to our unit. So he was a one. He was one some, and he put him with us. So we're a threesome. And at first we tried to brush him off,
But we were trying to do it like pretty, like kind of nice, like
Yeah,
told him we weren't that great if he just wanted to play through, but he's like,
he wasn't having it.
yeah. But it was cool.
It worked out though because every hole he was giving us. Every time I talk about it, I tell everyone went to Pismo and got golf lessons because it's not a lie.
Yeah.
He was really giving us golf lessons, and I've used it on my game now, and it helped me out a lot.
Yeah,
But yeah, he was a cool guy. He was from the Bay Area. He was cool.
yeah. And it was he,
He was from the old country.
yeah, he was and he was nice about it. Like he knew when he seen us, like he's like, okay, these guys don't really. I mean, they kind of know what
These
they're
guys
doing,
suck.
but yeah,
You guys have golf clubs.
and he was just like it was funny. It was cool though because like the whole time when we were golfing, we kind of just we didn't really know how to golf, and we never like watched videos or nothing like that. But we try to just figure it out while we're playing.
Yeah.
But then like these little things that you correct that Phil was showing us, like keep your
You
head
put it all
down.
together.
Yeah, how to even grip the the driver or the club. So all those little things that kept adding up when we were playing, and we are doing just like better and better every time.
Yeah.
But it changed my whole outlook on like being tagged up with somebody. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, sometimes it's just me and you, but even two of those guys from Porterville, like your boys, those ones you met,
Oh,
like,
mine is yours.
one of yours, the other veteran,
He was a reserve.
but like cool, just like little
Yeah.
stories like that you get to
Yeah.
you get to find out about people. So
Yeah, and then so he was with us all day.
didn't we or did I talk about when we went to Bria that time or no?
I think that was before Bree.
Yeah. Yeah, but me and my wife went to Bria, California. Went to go see the comedian Chris DeStefano's. He has a couple podcasts out, and they're pretty funny. So we my wife turned me on to him, and but yeah, we got to go out there. Had a good time, and we were VIP, so you're like right there on the
Watch out.
right there on the stage, and then the meet and greet afterwards. I got to talk with him, so it's pretty cool. Just like even not just a comedian, but like someone you follow or public figure, whatever, and you get to meet
Yeah.
him. It's like kind of that surreal. Like when we met Schwab and Harley.
Yeah,
That was
I
pretty
was I was kind of shocked with Schwab because I feel like I'm used to seeing him like in the UFC, so big guy, but he seemed kind of slender.
Yeah, but remember that's when he was doing that carnivore, so he cut
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he cut like 20-30 pounds.
So yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
that
it's cool. It's your adrenaline goes, and it's kind of like, especially for me, because I started watching, or my brother told me about his podcast, Fighter and the Kid, and I listen to it every week. He has 2 a week, so I listen all the time. And then now, looking back, it's like, oh, I got to meet that guy. It's pretty cool.
it was crazy though. Remember when because
We're in our Serpas.
yeah,
We were whited out. Remember, we're doing the pale face from the mud run. After we're done with the mud run, like our skin dried up, so like it was like when you got all ashy, but it was all over our face. But we're gonna meet Brendan like this. So yeah, we had to do went to the car, regrouped, got everything together, and then lotioned up. And then me and my brother, we got matching Serpas,
Yeah.
the Levi jackets, and so that was our pointer right there. We're twins, matching Serpas, and then,
matching shirts too.
oh yeah, matching shirts.
I
And
think-
then some guy, he came and was like, I like jackets.
And then I wasn't hip to the name of the Serpas till the other guy dropped it on
Sherpas.
us. Serpas or
Sure.
Sure.
Sherpas.
Sherpas, yeah. But it was crazy too because we finished and then we were waiting there and we didn't the whole time we were doing it we didn't know if they were coming or not, so we were just kind of
Remember, what had happened was they, if you start at 10 o'clock, they go in heat. So it's 10 o'clock, 10:15 will go, and then 10:30 will go, 10:45 another heat. So about 4 heats for that hour. But we thought we missed them. So for the first, it was a almost 10-mile run with the obstacles. So the first 2 miles, we were just
Sprinting.
fucking, just hitting it hard and trying to see if we catch up to them. He was asking if they he sees Brendan Shaw, and then they were not looking back now. Everyone's probably, oh, this is the guy everyone's this
Yeah.
guy was asking about.
well, it was a big thing. That was the first time they're doing the thick mudder.
yeah. But yeah, it was pretty cool. But I guess since we're on the subject, there's a run in November. It's on Veterans Day weekend. It's called
Fresno to
it's Fresno, California to Pismo Beach, California. It's, I believe the name's Feet to the Beach,
Fleet to the beach.
something like that. And we were gonna try to create our own team. It's a 200-mile run, and you have to have at least, I would say, at least 8. Its max is 12 people, but I'd say 8 to 12 is good.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try to make our own group, but we're not getting a lot of people interested. So there's a group we follow in Porterville, it's Porterville Runners. So we're gonna try to get some people from there and try to scramble a group together so we could do it.
Yeah.
We've been putting it off for about 3 years now.
But remember, you were in the military at the time.
Yeah, but yeah, I was trying to.
I was still in Huron too.
Yeah.
But
Why would you run backwards?
yeah, yeah, I remember we were there waiting, and then finally I see Mark
Did we get off?
on. Yeah, we already ate.
Well, we already got off.
But someone was keeping an eye where the finish line was.
Okay.
And then when I remember Mark Hardy started walking, and I just seen some real fucking buff dude start walking over there. I was like, hey, I think that's him. And then you're all, yeah. Look, and then so we go over there, and it was like, in your head, I knew what I was going to tell him. Like, I want to say, hey.
I love you, podcast!
Yeah. Like, all these things go in my head, but all that came out was like, I like your podcast. And so I appreciate that. But he was a cool dude, though.
Yeah.
Like, how he is on his podcast and is how he was in person.
He's fucking solid. I put my arm around him. It was like a brick wall.
Buffest guy on Instagram.
He said he's 6'1", though. I don't.
No, he's a little shorter.
Yeah, he's about 5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah. And then we were waiting, and then I remember when Schwab came, dude. It was like Harley was cool, but
I'll never forget when you asked me, Dave. You're like,
you were being all scared.
you were gonna be the spokesperson for us. So, but when my brother asked him, he's like, can we take a picture? And he looked at me, and my brother's like, let's do it.
Yeah. But see, the reason too why it was kind of up in the air though, because he wasn't. It was the first thick mutter that he was going to do, but he almost didn't do it because he blew out both of his hamstrings when he raced Chappelle Lacey.
Yeah,
so
Lacey got his ass.
Yeah, so when
Lacey took his hammies.
Yeah, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So when he was coming, we already knew we already knew that he was hurting. So I was like, shit. I mean,
and he had a show that night. Was it a fight companion?
In San Diego? No, he had one in San Diego.
Or just a show?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And but no, he was, even though he was hurting shit, he's like, yeah, he's all, let's do it. And then one of the guys in the entourage, he said, I'll take the picture for you. I was all sweet. And so it was a cool time though. But that's how it was when me and Kit, when we met Chrissy that night. I remember too. And then I always think about stuff to say afterwards, like what you could have told him.
Oh!
Like
George?
Yeah.
His wife's in a coma.
Yeah, and so we get up there and I just introduce myself and so basically he has I don't know why I said basically. I hate when people say that.
Basically.
Yeah. So he has 2 podcasts, and one of them is just him by himself, Chrissy Chaos, and another one's Hey Babe, like that's where I got this shirt from, or from the podcast, and it's him and Sal Volcano, and it's just real funny. And
Salsa Baca's looking for you.
My wife introduced me to them, and
she introduced you to them?
To the podcast.
She knows them?
Yeah. Well, Chrissy now. But it was weird though, dude, because like it might take a weird turn. But so I never really listened. I would listen to them on my days off, and I never listened to them while I'm at work. But there's a lot of podcasts I listen to when I'm at work, when I'm driving and shit. But when I'm off work, and I mean, we see a lot of crazy shit all the time, and like fucking daily. And when I'm off work and I listen to the podcast, it's like therapeutic, dude. Like stuff that I'm thinking about in my head, it like goes away, and it's just like just the comedy with him, and it's just.
And you try like the stuff they're talking about, you're picturing what they're saying and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have I didn't have like this other cloud of like the other shit that happened during the week, hanging there.
Like for me, same thing for me when I was flying a lot and traveling. I'll just download Joe Rogan's is 3 hours long, so I download like 3 of his and just listen to those, and it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, but that's what I told him. I was like, and I was going for the I was going for the Kurt Cobain look. I had the long sleeve, the green and black.
Shotgun?
No, I had the green and black striped shirt with the acid wash jeans on my Chucks.
Mm.
So, but
do you have the blonde hair?
No, But we both do our hair together. Me and Chrissy like the same way.
Oh,
Like that
you-
flip, or like everybody fucking does. Like the
Like
little flip
mine?
thing. Yeah, like mine. And
Like mine.
anyways, I was coming up, and then I was walking up to him, and he's all, yeah, I like this guy. And the first thing he said, though, and I was like, yeah, like in my house, I was like, yeah. So I was all, hey, what's up? My name's Juan. I was like, this is my wife, Kayla. And then he's like, hey, Juan and Kayla.
When did you transition to Juan?
Uh,
Because I feel like the world we live in today, I feel like Juan's more like standoffish. Like Johnny, it's more inviting.
yeah,
Johnny.
Johnny.
Hey, like Juan, I'm Juan. Oh.
I don't know, dude. I think because I always went by Johnny, and then I think it was when I started like working, I was have to do taxes and stuff. I think that's when it became like
You worked in taxes?
No, when I was gonna have to start doing taxes, like
Oh.
doing my taxes.
Yeah.
When I started at the 99-cent store, I think that's when I went, Juan.
No. It
No?
had to be like within the last 5 years or so.
So maybe during the casino.
Hey, man, what?
During
Yeah,
the
because
casino.
everyone
maybe?
called you Johnny at the casino.
You know what? It was one time during something I remember. It was in HR when maybe I was going to a different department, and it was something with the paperwork. And I remember she told me I was Juan because I had to bring my birth certificate, or no, I had to bring my social.
Mm.
So I think that's what it was. But yeah,
Juan.
but yeah, I knew. Yeah, but anyways, I told him, I was like, hey, dude, you know, I listen to your podcast all the time. I told him, I appreciate that, man. And I told. Yeah. No, but and that's
Like, because it goes hand in hand.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
when you try to
exactly.
explain,
I would, yeah. So I told him, I go, you know, I've been a cop for over 5 years now, and you know, we see a lot of crazy shit like every day. And I said, when I listen to your guys' podcast, same thing. I told him, like, you know, it's therapeutic, and you know, kind of, I forget about that shit, just laughing from all the funny stuff you guys say. And then he's like, I appreciate that, man, you know. And then he tapped me, he's like, you keep doing what you're doing. And then so it was pretty cool. Like, yeah, it was pretty quick, but still, it seemed like
yeah, you get to meet somebody that
it wasn't just like, hey, what's up? All right, next. Hey, what's up
Hey,
next? Like he was,
yeah.
you know, he was cool about it. And,
like Miklo.
yeah, him too, yeah. But he's from the East Coast, like he lives in Staten Island now,
Oh.
and he's cool though because they have like
What you got saying back where I'm from? I'm walking here.
you know what I'm talking like.
Yeah,
they
their
have
slang,
their swag. It's different.
Yeah,
it's
their
cool.
lingo,
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Especially like when you're just, you know, everybody's from here to
Tuyas.
hang out with. Yeah, he was a cool dude, man. But yeah, it was a good time over there.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah.
what were you gonna say about the neighbors or something? What happened? Or you're thinking how you're gonna word it?
Oh no, because me and my brother were talking, and he was telling me a story about his neighbor, and I was like, we'll save it for the podcast because I have a funny story about my neighbor. Because I don't know if we ever talked about Wally on here. Have we?
You have to use AKA.
Gunther. So I have a neighbor. She's there. When they introduced themselves, the first thing they said is, "We're German." That's how they introduced themselves. So we came up with, because Gunther, the husband, he's 87, 88. We did a Google search, FBI search on him, and we're convinced that he came from Germany into hiding from he was with the Nazis.
He's hiding here
He's in hiding
still.
Yeah. Yes. Because I don't know if you know, I was listening to some podcast, and this guy, he had something to do with
Gunther had something to do with it.
No, Gunther's he's connected somehow.
Okay.
I believe
He's a capo.
yeah.
Okay.
And on one of the podcasts, the guy was like 89, 90 years old, and this was like 4 years ago, and he was Hitler's right hand man, and he fled from them to get away. So he turned himself in, and he fled from them after he turned himself in. Then he came to the U.S., and then they, like, years later, they found him, and at 90 years old, they put him in prison for it, from stuff back when he was in the concentration camps and all that. and he ended up dying shortly after that. But
Fuck.
I strongly believe that Gunther was associated with them.
He has okay.
And
Any evidence? Any other evidence other than I said he was German off the bat?
his demeanor.
So what's
He
the
drives.
demeanor of somebody on the run?
He never comes outside. He rarely comes outside. He's always inside.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like us.
Okay.
He talked stern to the kids. Before I came back, he talked stern to the kids a few times.
Mm.
And then recently he called me a fucking bastard, which hurt my feelings. And needless to say, they don't like us. They put letters in our mailbox. They haven't did it in a while, but they put letters in our mailbox. And she was trying to like dictate of what we could do and can't do. We put our trash.
Yeah, because you guys renewed the neighborhood, so they thought like
they were.
We've been here, so we're gonna.
They're
tell
in
you
full
what to do.
rank.
Yeah.
And the way we put our trash cans, the way we have our dogs, everything. So they were trying to dictate a dictatorship, which leads me to believe another.
So it's another red flag.
Yeah, another clue. And but yeah, they. Unbeknownst to me, though, the neighbor that used to live.
You only have one more unbeknownst.
They were buddies, but she moved out. But she did the same thing to the neighbor that was friends with Wally. Did the same thing to Rudy,
Bossing him around
about his dog barking. So then he got the dog debarked.
How do you do that?
He took him to the vet. I didn't tell you that.
No, maybe.
So Rudy, he was on the podcast. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a Korean Vietnam vet, bodies, everything, whole 9 yards, and he moved in. Same thing. He moved in, and the lady next door to him, which is friends with Wally, there was a connecting gate. Remember how Uncle Ray's was with us?
Oh yeah.
It was like that.
You guys 86th when he caught you pissing on his side of the fence.
Yeah,
86th.
Yeah. And piss on our side of the fence. So Rudy pulls. He hasn't introduced himself yet. He hasn't had a chance. So he pulls up, and she's standing by the gate right there with her arms crossed. And then she probably wants to meet us because we haven't met him yet. And he walks up and says, "Hey, I'm Rudy Martinez." It's nice. Like, your dog's barking. It's barking all night. So then he's 84. He's older. So he moves his dogs down to the stable. But then he has to walk all the way down there in the morning to feed them, and he's hard on him.
Yeah.
2 fake knees. He's just.
They're fake?
Yeah, he was a combat medic, and he was airborne. He'd jump out of the planes and stuff, so his knees are shot. And so then it was too hard for him, so he looked up other alternatives, and the vet told him he could debark the dog. And so I imagine they took his vocal cords out.
God, that sounds.
And so then a week passes, and then the lady's out there again, and she's like, "Oh, I haven't heard your dogs bark in a while." He's all, "Hold on." He goes inside, brings her the paper from the vet, and shows them what happened, what they did to the dog. And she's like, "How could you do this to the dog? That's inhumane." He said, "Goodbye." And he didn't talk to her after that ever again. So that's the neighbor.
Do you think he regrets getting it debarked?
Nah.
No?
Well, it doesn't. He can't hear at all. Like he's when I talk to him, I'm yelling.
It does sound fucked up though. Like
yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, that's 0 to 100. Remember, Justin? They had those bird dogs in Farmersville.
Shot caller.
Yeah,
you have to have those on those dogs.
I mean, there's other.
That's what they're for.
But there's other things you could do. I mean, that's
he's
fucked up too.
Old.
But
he can't be. He can't fiddle with them like that every day. And then if something happens, it's not working. Then she comes again. He just don't want to deal with it. And where's I going with that? Oh yeah, so that's what we have to deal with. And then the neighbor, they were friends, and now she moved out.
Which one? Oh, the one across.
The one that told Rudy that.
Oh,
she's gone, but the husband's still there. And then so then fast forward to this weekend that just passed. I was at the powwow. I do the color guard with the veterans up there, so we come out with the flags for the grand entry at the powwow. So and then all the dancers come behind us. So we're getting ready, prepping, and then, well, first, just like you, whenever I go somewhere, I'm always observant. I look at everything.
Yeah.
So when I got there, I went to the booth that Tiffany had up, and then I was scanning around, and I see a '84 Benz. I was like, I know one person that drives a Benz like that. That looks like a big Walls Benz. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, it looks like it though. So then I was like, maybe not, whatever. So then I go back and we're seeing our area canopy, and sure enough, she's doing like the mask hang, like if you need me to do it, I'll do it. So mask up. So she has it hanging, walking around with the camera, taking pictures of everyone, like the dancers and all that. And I was like, maybe it was just like serendipitous though.
Yeah.
Like it's like,
even if she was doing it for years, like it was just like,
yeah, it was yeah, because I'm there now, and then she's walking around taking pictures. Like it's just, and then with our history that we don't get along, it's just funny. So I was joking about the kids. I was like, you guys better be careful. And don't be throwing the ball around or anything. We'll always gonna get you. But yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, we got pretty lucky here with the neighbors.
Attacked you.
Everyone kind of keeps them. We had that one foul up, but that was it. But other than
Did the cat get pinched?
Yeah, yeah, that's that. Yeah. I never said the story, huh?
No.
So, anyways, this was the only issue we ever had. Was
it Penny or Bagheera?
Penny.
Penny.
And she was a good cat, man.
I liked her.
I feel bad because I never even told my friend about it too. Her fiance now. She's the one that got me it. So, but I felt bad. I didn't want to tell her I felt bad. But so, anyways, I guess we got a cat. We got it from the shelter in in Hanford.
Hanas?
Yeah, one of my friends, real good friends I worked with in Huron. She was animal control. Her fiance now, she works animal control.
They go heavy over here in Porterville.
The animal control?
They were at the church. What's it called?
Which one? Port Ness?
What do you guys call it when you and like two cops pull each other and start talking?
25.
They were 25ing right there.
Yeah.
It was two animal control. I was like, oh shit! I'm gonna go hit someone right now.
Yeah, they were probably figuring out a game plan or something.
Yeah.
But
it was just funny though. It was animal control, and they're like,
and their big old cart, the trucks too,
with the little racks on them. Yeah.
But anyways, she works for the Kings County Animal Control, and so we wanted to get a cat.
How many times are you gonna say in Kings County Animal Control?
So, anyways, I went over there. Or she brought me the cat. We met at her house. Her name was Penny. She had a name and everything. She's about a year. And
how does that work if they already have a name?
I just left it. Like, I mean,
do you feel obligated to keep the name, or you want to change it?
We were talking about changing it, but then I said, well, if she's already being called that, and
yeah,
because I mean, we got what we wanted, like companionship with the cat, so the name was like whatever. But and so we brought it here. There's a little trick. My mother-in-law told me.
Oh, I thought, no, grandma.
No, no. We would trial and error. Prior to that, like maybe like a year, we got a kid, and he was probably like 7 months.
Was that Bagheera?
No, it was a different one.
It was another cat.
Oh, that scared me. I thought there's a girls right here, and so. Anyways, we had that cat. We had him in the back, and we let him out of the cage. We had a crate, fed him, and then we came back, and then Houdini, he was gone. Never seen him again. And
bye bye.
Yeah. So then this time I was talking about one of my mother-in-laws. She says, put him in the garage, like somewhere where he's enclosed, and like the cat's gonna know this is where he's gonna be. Mm-hmm. So let him get familiar with it, which we did, and then little by little, she would go outside, but she always just stayed, dude, by the door.
Came back. Oh,
she was cool, man.
With the dirty water
she always stayed right here.
Water.
She was able to get in the garage from the little from the air, that little the vent area. So she was cool. She let the girls pick her up, everything. She didn't
let me pick her up.
Huh?
She didn't let me pick her up.
Yeah, well, she didn't know you that well. And
do you think she knew we were different people?
Yeah.
Even though we look alike?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And anyways, the neighbor, like one time Kayla called me and said, hey, the neighbor said the cat bit her. I was all bitter.
Hold
And
up.
And then and that cat, like, she was chill, dude. Like, you could like throw something at her. I mean, we never did, but you could like literally throw something at her, or do anything, and she wouldn't scratch you. She wouldn't do anything. She just like walk away from you. And anyways, the lady ends up calling the animal control, and they came. They took our cat, and then our cat was chipped and everything, but they didn't check for
They
it.
took her in?
Yeah, they locked her up, and they took her over there, and um, at that point, I didn't want any more issues with the neighbor because I mean, it's only one
It's
little.
on.
It's one thing with the animal. Like they could start shit, and then that was
It's
just.
on.
I said, you know what? we
I'm
just
the opposite.
no, yeah. I said we gotta get rid of the cat. And so, well, but we wanted it to go like to a home, right? To that, someone who would benefit, like my other mother-in-law. Then, she was there at the,
You only have one mother-in-law.
Amy.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Unbeknownst.
and so we took her over there. She was cool. She got used. She got used to everything. She would just kick it right there.
Yeah, kicking it.
And then I came out one day, and I was going to the car, but the neighbors catty corner, they didn't hear me come out. And then when I heard the lady verbatim, she said, "Yeah, they always come. They're always right here by the window." So
Referring to the cat?
yeah, they're always fighting right here by the window, hissing. So I imagine it was the cats.
Maybe they got scared like you did when the cat.
We go. I'll come back to
You will come back after that. We're talking about cats. Yeah, so to rewind back to 2012, 10, 11?
No. It was 11 or 12.
11 or 12. My mom had a carport, those carports you put a tarp over it.
It's like a tent one though.
Yeah, and that's where we resided.
That was the swamp.
Yeah, that was real swamp, all right. And we would drink in there until we pretty much drink in there, watch the same movie over and over. We had maybe a handful of movies. We watched
Hey,
them.
there was a thing out. You know how you're telling me that stuff about TikTok? There was this lady on TikTok. I don't know if it's true or not, but I just seen it. She said
It
that.
has to be if it's on TikTok.
So she said, like, people with anxiety, they tend to watch the same shows over and over because they
sounds-
already know what's gonna happen.
Yes.
So it puts them at ease as opposed to watching a different show, new, not knowing what's gonna happen and spiking up your anxiety.
Yeah,
Trippy,
yeah. Yeah,
Is it true?
That is true, yeah.
Yeah. That's what it sounded right to me.
I've been watching MASH
Yeah.
for about, because I go on different shows, and I've been watching MASH for the past 4 months right now.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Another good one though, Family Matters. We started watching it.
You know what? Home Improvement populated on my Hulu thing, and maybe I might watch that now.
I just told Kayla we're gonna start a Home Improvement.
Yeah.
So
And
Adio, neighborino.
so we were before I was really interrupted. We'd live in the tent area. Obviously, we go inside for the bathroom, shower, and stuff.
Yeah.
And
But
there
it was
a-
like the on MASH though, really.
yeah.
We had our bed
By
section.
choice.
But it was like we had you had a bed, then I had a
Yeah,
bed.
I had a cot.
Yeah, and then
I had the real MASH bed. Yeah.
and remember we put up the string right there for like the
So
inside.
like, ah!
Yeah, it was like a
little divider. Or
it was
separated the
triage.
closet.
Yeah.
That was the closet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
That was the
yeah.
walk-in closet.
And
But we also had the extension cord that we ran down, but we put it underground. With
Yeah,
a
to hide
PVC
it,
pipe.
yeah.
So we had a TV and shit in there too.
And,
a fridge.
so the only door was you had to unzip it. So zzz, you always hear that. So that would always, in the middle of the night, we always have to go outside, take a piss or something. You always hear zzz, and then zip it up, zip it down. And one night, he was getting up to go to the bathroom, and I hear the tent unzip, and I'm like, oh, shit. And then, so I didn't think nothing of it. And then I hear a cat. It was a tomcat.
You're a
It's
fucking mountain lion,
And
bitch.
he was like,
It could have been.
and It was a rock
Gravel,
It was
gravel.
all not gravel, but it was a little bigger than gravel. It was real rocks.
Oh,
And so I hear, and and I heard Johnny, and then
Shoo.
and then it was going getting louder and louder, and then he's like kicked the rocks towards him.
But I didn't know the cat was Tom Petty. He didn't want to back down,
Yeah.
dude.
And then it kept getting louder, and then finally he retreated, and I heard, and then he went back to bed. The cat got him.
I didn't know what it was though. It was like fucking 2 a.m. I wasn't trying to get.
It was a fucking cat.
I didn't want to get fucking clawed
Those
up at
tomcats, they don't fuck
You
around.
seen those
either.
videos, dude?
Yeah.
But remember tell them what you heard when I came in too hot.
Yeah. Do you have my beer too, or just yours?
Mine.
So a little creek ran through it. It was only about maybe 3 feet wide. There's a little creek, and there's steps going down from the house. So he was coming in too hot. He was coming down the stairs.
But if you
And I
where
hear
the
the
where the
gr-
tent's at, it's like stairs going up.
Yeah.
But on the side, it's like just like going downhill. It's like a little dirt path you could take not take the stairs.
Yeah. And when you're walking, you can hear the distinct sound of the rocks moving when you're walking on the rocks. And then I hear, woo! And then like him sliding. And I was like, what the fuck? So I get up. I get up and I go out there. He's on one knee. And the only thing he says is, I didn't spill my beer. And then, so he was on the ground with a bloody knee.
I saved it. I remember I came in too hot.
Yeah, that's when we drink the, we went through our OE phase.
Yeah.
Those fucked us up. I remember 3 would be good.
But they had to be ice cold though, that's why.
They were like syrup if they were hot. I remember we drank them hot a few times.
You had no choice, yeah.
Yeah.
But one of the last times I remember drinking was because in Springville they had that only store in there, or one of the main only stores is Giffords, so you get your beer or
Is it still
whatnot.
called Giffords now?
Yeah.
Even though the guy he sold it, you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
There's new ownership now for like 6 months now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we would go there and they always had like sales on the beers and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Harry. Was his name Harry?
I think
No, that's
so.
the other
No. But we went in there. Remember, we got the 30-pack, and we went back,
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
and then But remember, we needed ice, and we said that wasn't going to be enough, so we're going to get another 30-pack.
I don't remember getting the second 30-pack, but I do remember when Harry said,
Couldn't you drink your beer fast enough?
yeah. Yeah, I don't remember the trip for the second 30-pack.
It was that time. It
wasn't.
No.
We went back to, because we drank like 2 beers, and I was like, we need ice. They weren't going down as smooth.
Yeah.
So once we started drinking, I was like, well, this is we'll get ice right now, and then, yeah, I don't remember getting the second 30-pack though.
I mean, not that it helps any, but the store was like, like a quarter mile up the road.
Yeah,
But
not too far. And then what happened with the cat?
So back to the story. So I said when I came out and they didn't see me. The neighbors didn't see me right there. So I heard them say, yeah, they're here every night, fighting, hissing, and
Hollering around.
yeah, so you know what? We'll trap them. We'll take them out to the airport. so we won't hurt them. I was like, bitch, like
Potentially starving them to death.
yeah, you're abandoning them where there are no food, no water, no shelter.
Is that a
like,
crime?
petty theft? Fucking took my cat.
What about
Petty theft?
animal cruelty? Would be animal cruelty?
Yeah.
Mm.
Her intent? What's her intent? Leave them out there to die?
To free them?
One would have common sense to know if
To
you leave
free
them
'em?
out there with no water, food, or shelter, though, if they're gonna die.
Cats
So-
are survivalists.
Yeah, but So then shortly after that, but I didn't
So
really. I didn't know they were talking about the cat Penny. I whispered because Mama was out here.
She doesn't know.
She knows, but
You're learning today.
yeah. But then I didn't know, so I didn't really pay no mind to it. And then I remember we came back, or no, we got word from Lynn that Penny's been MIA for a little bit. Go get your shoes on.
Don't panic, but
Yeah.
Penny's missing.
And then so then we looked.
Did you get flyers and stuff, or
No, because I
you
already.
should have got flyers and put one on, like knocked on her door and gave it to her. See what she would have said.
I always thought it would have been kind of
Like,
fun.
oh, I always see this one. You sure she's not around here?
I thought it would have been funny one time. I mean, I wasn't gonna do it, but it was just how, like, you think of funny shit in your head. Because I remember when Lynn was like moving stuff. When I would get out of work, I'd stop over there, do something for her, and then take off. But because it's right before our house, I'd stop there first. I still have uniform in my take home and all that. So I was in my head. I said it'd be funny, like if they ever approached me and like, oh, what are you doing here? I was like, I'm here to investigate theft of property theft, or property.
We have multiple cats missing.
Yeah, and then like make up some crazy bizarre story like it was a championship cat, and
Imported.
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Imported.
Yeah, imported, and just like the whole nine, and like
Yeah.
how they would have looked,
They would have came out with bug eyes.
Yeah. Well,
I want to check the airport. She calls the guy. You think? There, we gotta move him.
you're building condominiums or something.
Oh shit. Yeah.
How long have we been going?
I don't know.
Oh, my watch died.
Yeah. Well,
I was gonna say in October 10th that I'm gonna go to I'm going down south to the Hollywood area, or no, like Melrose. Is it Melrose Place, Melrose Avenue, that Hollywood
Melrose
area?
Place?
Yeah, like Melrose Avenue or something like that. It's like a famous street right there in Hollywood. It's like Hollywood area. But anyways, there's
Henderson?
like no, there's a comedy show that me and Kelly are gonna go to.
Did you get me any tickets?
Bobby Lee, Bert Kreischer, Ryan Sickler. There's another couple dudes on there too that they were adding.
Yeah. Hey! What the heck? We have guests. We have a live audience now.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, she went potty. Triple A's are making an appearance. Hey, don't move it.
Addie.
Oh!
Yeah.
Addie.
You have next week. What are your days off? You have regular days off.
Yeah. So yeah.
I want to do another one next week for sure, so we get a couple.
Okay.
In there.
Probably Wednesday afternoon
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, we could do them and do it, and we could do it here or do it at my house, wherever.
Okay.
I was thinking we could even do like go to the park or go somewhere and do it. It'd be cool. Like
Something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we did I like that coffee shop one, but those like the coffee shop vibes, you have to be in the morning.
Yeah.
I think it's more gooder.
Yeah. Because you get more traffic, more
Yeah. But yeah,
possibilities of crazy things to see.
Yeah, marrons. We wanted to recap on the last podcast because we weren't able to post it, but like I said, I'll talk to Jose and see what videos we can upload, and we'll be back at you guys.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys.
Stay safe.